Sorry.
Your SSD will also have
Phone was
fine
about to
threaded
die.
M3 holes that
Hey,
screw into the
dog.
bottom of the tray, as well as the sides.
Thinking
Some
about
trays use
telling
one
about
set or the other,
batteries
and
low.
there will be countersunk or flat screws for this purpose included with the case hardware box. Align the SSD with the holes, then screw it in place. When it's solid, go ahead and slip it back into the position by aligning the tabs and using the thumb screws to secure it. If you got more, go ahead and repeat the process. Most cases come with removable trays for 3.5-inch hard drives these days, usually clipped in with two tabs like this. Pinch them and slide the tray out to remove it, and like the 2.5-inch sled, it may have holes on the sides or bottom, depending on the manufacturer. The drive should face label up with the PCB on the bottom, and its connectors should be on the side without tabs, so that when it slides back in, they're facing the motherboard tray side of the case. Many of these will have shock-absorbing rubber grommets through which long, coarse-threaded 632 screws from the hardware box are inserted. These are the good ones. Some, however, are completely toolless, and these can be kind of annoying because you need to kind of stretch it around the hard drive to get it to clip into place. It never feels quite right. Regardless of the type, most modern 3.5-inch trays also have 2.5-inch mounting holes for SSDs too, which follow the same installation steps, unless they don't have grommets, in which case you're just going to screw it directly in like the other 2.5-inch drive sleds we mentioned earlier. Assuming that's the case, screw in the fine-threaded M3 screws from the bottom with the label up and the connectors facing the rear. Repeat these steps until all of your drives are installed.
If your case is an older design with fixed mounts, as is common with extreme budget builds, then you'll need to angle the drive into place and then line it up on the rail with the connectors facing inside of the case. Yes, it is as messy as that sounds. Two mounting holes for coarse-threaded 632 screws on each side should be visible through the cutouts, and while some cases give you some leeway for mounting it further forward or rearward, you're limited to these holes. A lot of people neglect the screws on the other side, but you're not like them, are you? You're not one of those. No, of course not. I mean, if you need to mount a 2.5-inch SSD this way, that's fine. They don't have any moving parts and they're not all that heavy, so you can just like double-sided tape them to wherever you want if it comes to that. But heavy 3.5-inch hard drives need to be screwed in properly, at least if you want them to last for any period of time. You're probably wondering how the computer talks to these drives at this point, and that's where the data cable comes in. Serial ATA has made things dead simple, and most motherboards will come with cables ported in the box. Sometimes they'll have locking tabs on them to keep them in place. While installing them, they'll kind of clip in automatically, but to remove them, you need to press down on the clip to pull it out. Regardless as to whether or not they clip, though, they're keyed in an L shape that makes it very obvious which way is the right way to insert them. Line the L on the cable up with the L on the drive, and just plug it in, making sure it's flush with the drive. Then route the cable through to your motherboard. Sounds simple, but these are stiff cables that are tough to cable manage, so you may need to get a little bit creative when hiding them, especially if the corresponding connector on your motherboard isn't facing the edge like this and instead sticks up like this. Like the USB 3 connector, you'll want to be careful while cable managing these. If you accidentally overdo it, you can break off the L block on the drive, rendering it useless unless you've got some pretty mad soldering skills. I mean, I guess it's not that difficult, but you don't want to do it. Anyway, go ahead and connect the other end of the cable to the drive now. You should check with your motherboard manual which port you're plugging into, because some may actually share bandwidth with PCI Express devices, especially M.2 drives. So you may either get worse performance or completely lose the ability to use these ports in those circumstances. It's worth mentioning that you'll sometimes get serial ATA cables with right angle ends and some with straight ends. What gives with that? Well, right angle is usually cleaner for hanging off the back of a hard drive that's installed in a removable tray like this, while straight cables are almost a necessity for 2.5-inch SSDs mounted on a dedicated tray behind the motherboard or anywhere else they mount flush with the case. They're way cleaner this way, and depending on the orientation, it may not even be possible to connect a right angle connector on one of these drives, so saving the straight ones for flush fitting drives is a good idea. What's that other connector for, though? Power. We'll get to that soon. But first,
This is an excellent time to wire up any case fans.
Okay, well,
A little lost on what to do now. I have these cords that go into. It's supposed to come to here, I guess. This cable says SATA, but I'm not sure. Danny brought up CPU. I have the CPU cable right here, but I'm not sure what parts to plug it into. Like, I know where to plug it into on the power source, but I'm not sure where to plug it into on the motherboard. So that's it right there? That is it? It doesn't say. It says System Fan ATX 12V. It doesn't say CPU around it. I mean, if you say the CPU, it doesn't say CPU right here, but definitely looks like it fits right here, doesn't it? Doesn't want to like click into place. What do the SATA 6 connectors plug into? Yeah, I have these SATA cables that obviously they go into something that goes into this because they have the same that like L, but I don't know what I would plug them into. Come on up the top. Come on. Oh, so what I just plugged in right here doesn't go into the CPU spot on the power source? So yes or no, that what I just plugged in right here, I'll plug into the CPU port in the power source. Yeah, okay. CPU. So now the only spots open on the power source are VGA2, CPU, VGA1, VGA1, and peripheral. I have both motherboard spots hooked up to the motherboard, and I have the CPU plugged up to the CPU. Cooler. Cooler's plugged in. Fans plugged in. Everything on the bottom's plugged in. What next? Do I need to plug anything into these SATA connectors? Because I have no idea what goes into this. And I have no idea what goes into this. I know it says SATA for both of these. Like this is SATA 3, and this is this. What is it? SATA? That's also a SATA 3. Therefore, okay, so I'm good. I don't need to worry about any of this. So what's next, boys? What's next? What's next? Now do I put in this graphics card? Then we power this fucker up. See what mess I made. I wish I could force this down here. Yeah. Go down there. Yeah. Ooh, that looks so much better. The M2 is, if I didn't throw away the box, 2 terabytes. So you said graphics card now? Is it time to unbox this bad boy? Yup. Pray to God it works. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm gonna just angle this to where you can see me on the ground. I'll unbox this. I'm gonna say there is a 62% chance that it does not work, or that when I power it on, a crucial part of the build does not work. Then we're gonna have to cut it back open and dig into it. How will I even know that it works if everything just starts spinning on the inside, or do I need to actually hook it up to my monitor where it goes boom? I think it's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to go boom. Monitor and spinning. Okay. What plugs it into the monitor? I'm not even sure how to plug it into the monitor. Just with the HDMI? Okay, and HDMI. Okay, sweet. I'm pretty positive I have HDMI. Actually, yeah, I have HDMI right here. fuck, I hope this HDMI cord still works. Otherwise, I can just use the one that's on my PlayStation. Oh man. Goodness gracious, this thing is intimidating. How the fuck does this go in? Where the fuck does this go in? Oh shit. Is it going right there? How the fuck is that gonna fit in? There's no, that's not gonna fit. Does that have to go upside down? Sorry, I'm taking all the plastic off of it. Oh, that's so satisfying. So I need to unscrew a couple of these then. Maybe one more. Oh, I don't know if it's all the way in. This is terrifying. Oh, I think it's in. I think it's in. I think it's in. Oh, Matt made me take out the RAM sticks for cable management. It was making him a little nervous. The fuck happened to your RAM sticks, by the way? Oh, by the way, I just noticed something was missing. Your fucking memory. Where'd that other fucking bolt just go that was right here? There she is. Sheesh! It's coming together. Coming together. Okay. Okay, power to the GPU. Which ones do I use? Do I use the pt.8? That doesn't look like it's the right one. Let's see. It needs 2 4s. CPU. Do I just need to plug one of these in? That doesn't fit. What fucking cable's going right here? Shit, that fit. So it's the PCLE that goes in. Oh shit, okay. That goes in like that, I guess. No? The fuck does this go into? Why the fuck are these 2 parts hanging out? This looks horrible. Anybody know why these 2 parts right here, these 2 little wires are hanging off? Matt, Danny, anybody know? Just look up this guy.
Into your motherboard, and this is the end that will be plugging into your motherboard to make this.
You might have. And for builds with liquid coolers, this is where those come in. If you're going to use a fan controller, then you should find a centrally accessible place for it to go. Usually it'll come with an adhesive backing, so you can just didn't you?
These two cords won't go in. They won't go in the spots like that's meant for them. It's because like the top hole in the graphics card is square. Oh, small first and the big ones. Okay, so that's all you have to say. Stop yelling at me. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Thank you, Danny. Doesn't fit any of these fucking holes. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that slides in so easy. So then where does this one go? Do we just got to feel around and find out? Ah, fuck you. No, fuck you. We're just in there. Please stop. Dog, the amount of fucking finagling it takes to fit this thing in after. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now just slide on in there. And for breakfast, I'm making waffles. You stupid donkey. This is a poor Shrek impression. Cable management. Cable management. Oh! So where should the graphics card be plugged into on the power source? Should it go into the peripheral, VGA, or CPU? You choose. I don't really have a preference. It's up to you. Where you want it to go. You decide. Okay, I'll decide then. 1, 2, 3, 4. VGA. Okay, which one? VGA 1 or VGA 2? And there's 2 slots labeled VGA 1. So do you want the right or the left VGA 1? If VGA 1's your answer, you might be feeling VGA 2. One? Alright. Take it and run with it. So right or left, VGA 1. Oh, so I shouldn't use both of these for the same one? I need to use this other one? It's only I'm using one cable for this. I have both these connected to one cable. So I need to split it between two cables. Because I have another one of these dual cables. So you use the same one? Because there's 3 VGA spots. There's VGA 1, VGA 1, and VGA 2. Let's see what this guy has to say. It's on the GPU.
The GPU, if you're lucky enough to have one, that is. Or if you're watching this in the future, when the great silicon shortage / skullpocalypse is over. If that's you, then now's the time for the centerpiece of any gaming PC.
First, you need to figure out which slot you should use. For ITX motherboards, this is going to be obvious. Smart key almost always as well, and simply removing the screws that hold them in place. But on some cheaper cases, you'll need to break them off instead. And if so, be careful. It's simple enough to do. You can push it down with a screwdriver and then finish the job with your fingers. But if you're too aggressive, you could slip, and when it finally snaps off...
I'll use 2 cables then. That's just going to look ugly as fuck with these. It's just going to be like hanging here. What do I do about the extra cables? Just go with one? Okay. Okay. So now that all of this is plugged in, should I put the glass back on and deal with the cable management? Are we nearing that point? Oh, RAM 6. Danny, thank you. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. It's so fucking scary pushing these in. It's so scary pushing these in. Close, you fucker. Whew. Those clicks are really fucking scary. Woo! 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 Okay. Little water shot at it. Anything else that we can think? Should I start putting everything back on? I don't even remember where half of this shit came from. Should I start putting the case back together? Or should I power it up first? Power it up, alright. You unhook the cable. Into the GPU? Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna take the HDMI out of my PS5. Okay, make sure the cable's on the fans. Okay. Everything's clear the fans. I think all fans are clear. Unplug the HDMI from the PS5. This side. I don't see a spot for the HDMI cord to get plugged into the. That one's for HDMI right there. All right, boys. Yeah, I got it all in. All right. Here's the moment of truth. Moment of truth. I'm gonna turn the light off. Make sure we got a good look at everything. So in theory, the screen should light up and everything should turn on. All right, what's going on? I can find the on cord. 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Let's go! That's sick! That's sick! We built that! You and me! We built that! It's running! Let's fucking go, dude! This looks nuts! I got a half chub, half chub, half chub, half chub. Hold on, let me waste bait it. Nothing's coming on the screen though. Nothing's coming on the screen. Not getting anything on the screen though. I wonder if I didn't plug it into the right port on the system. Is there an HDMI 1 on the computer? Let's see if I can plug it into this one. Plug in mouse and keyboard. Okay. Switch the monitor to a different HDMI. I haven't even taken my mouse out of this fucking box. Says no signal 2 from your device. Huh. Where'd my knife go? I'm gonna try plugging in my mouse. She's running though. She is running though. Just pressing buttons on the front of it. Maybe change it back to 1. I don't know. What do you mean, no signal? I don't know what to do. I changed it from both spots on the monitor. Should I check? Should I push it in farther or should I turn it off first? The fans on the GPU aren't spinning. Like the fans underneath the GPU, they aren't spinning. How do I turn it off? Do I just flip it on the back? Or do I press it on the front? It should until it's under load, okay. There it goes. Oh. How do I turn it off? Do I just hold it down till it turns off? Why does it keep turning back on? It keeps turning back on for some reason. Just flip the switch, okay. Okay.
How do I tell if it's in all the way or not? I mean, the side's clipped.
Did I plug it into the wrong one? I used the HDMI. I used the PS5 one. Yeah, no, I unplugged it from the PS5 and I plugged it straight into this. I have the other HDMI cable right there. I'll try both. I will try both. Okay, this is the other HDMI cord. Why is it doing that? It's like cutting on and cutting off. It's not, it's like it's not picking it up. Yeah, man, I don't know what to do. Did I miss something? Is there a cord that for video like there was for like audio? What the fuck? The back of the PC. You can see it a little better. Unplug, that's the mouse. Not sure what to do. Should I plug into the motherboard? See if anything comes up off that. Go to a PC repair shop nearby? Oh, that's not what I want to hear. Since everything's working, do you think I should just... put everything back inside and put the glass and everything on and then just put it in my car and take it somewhere? Alright, I'm gonna put all the glass and everything back on then, so they can take off what they need to take off. Just gotta figure out where all of this came from. Guess I'll just try to get all the cables back together better. You think I should get a guy to come to my house and check it out, or should I take it somewhere? take it. Okay. Well, at least we got it running. I'm about to end the stream and call one of these places and just explain to them the problem. So then take it to them, and maybe I'll have it running tonight. Appreciate y'all, and I'll let you know what happens. See ya.